Hi, everybody, and Happy New Year. Welcome to this long overdue episode of GBC-Drunk. I'm sorry it's been 3 months since you last saw me. Things went on. You know how it is. Thanks for tuning in, though. And if you don't know, mine is a channel dedicated to original content about the arts. And I fully believe that video games are their own form of art. That will particularly play into the content we're going over now. Yes, there is a particular Nintendo character whose world became so drenched in color that it merited a game called Canvas Curse later on in the series. That's right, we're journeying into Dreamland with that lovable pink puffball, Kirby. Specifically, we're going to talk about his debut in Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy. Yes, that's the black and white system that preceded the Game Boy Color, so I guess I'm cheating a bit. Anyway, this game was released in 1992, and although it certainly set the stage for later installments in the franchise, there are also quite a few anomalies in this title. This can probably be attributed to the newness of Kirby's character and a platforming franchise that was just beginning to find its groove. The story is very simple. King Dedede, a giant hammer-wielding penguin, has robbed all the food from Dreamland, and Kirby must retrieve it. One of the first differences you'll spot is right on the game's cover, which shows a white puffball rather than the pink guy we all know and love. Fun fact, the two creators of the Kirby series, Mr. Sakurai and Mr. Miyamoto, disagreed on what Kirby's final color should be. The former wanted pink, and the latter preferred yellow. How he wound up white, the world may never know, but I suppose Sakurai got his way when the second game rolled around. Now, when we think of Kirby's abilities, the first thing that usually comes to mind is his ability to swallow enemies and copy their powers for himself. In Kirby's Dreamland, that gluttonous appetite is present, but the famous copy abilities mechanic would not be introduced until Kirby's Adventure, which was released a year later. Can you imagine this character without his famous sword weapon or the ability to breathe fire and ice? Kirby games were meant to be accessible for everybody, so it's quite easy to pick up and play even this earliest title in the franchise, even if you may not get the Furl Kirby experience you've come to know. Luckily, you don't need to hunt an original cartridge to get this little slice of nostalgia. Just download it for the Virtual Console in your 3DS system. Before you go, why not hit that little red subscribe button for more content dedicated to all things creative? And check here soon for a new episode of GBC Drunk. Promise. This has been Amanda DeLalla, Faith, Hope, Charity, and Fine Art.